Yeah, so what I'm about to show you guys is a set of resources that you can use to find families. Okay, so that's going to be really important, I think, but we also kind of have to have a conversation about when to find just any family and when to find specific types of families. So for the most part, since we're kind of working on this, really schematic level, like DD level plan, we can load in almost any family, right? As long as it kind of looks right, right? But the problem with a lot of these families that you download from external sources is that you can't control what parameters there are that are associated with that family, which for BIM heavy companies is kind of a problem. So you just got to be careful about what you're downloading. Anyway, so let's talk about the resources. This is Revit City, revitcity.com. It's kind of old. It's been around since like the advent of Revit being a popular tool. But I want to just kind of point out like one of the reasons it's a little lagging in management. You can kind of tell that it lacks in management because if you look down here in the news column, the last news post was in 2014. So that's a while back. So on the management front, it's a little weak, but it does have a very large library of families that people are constantly uploading and stuff. So, I mean, you can see right here, the forum post is still very active. So those are all comments from today. So anyway, what you need to do to find families is you just go to the search feature. You can search for certain things. Like let's look for a new stove, right? Oven. So I search for oven, and what I get are a bunch of families that are different types of ovens. So if you're looking for something that looks a little closer to what you need, you can search for like a 6-range oven or something like that, and something like this will pop up. And you do have to create an account in order to download things. So then you just hit download now. It'll take a sec, and then you can just kind of dig it up in your folders, wherever that was. Show in folder. All right, so that's right there. Then if I want to put that in my model instead, all you have to do is just click and drag it in. If it was made in an earlier version of Revit, which a lot of standard manufacturer families are, it's just going to upgrade real quick and then allow you to place it. So, there. Okay, so that's pretty easy, right? That's Revit City, and they've got a huge library. The other thing that I want to point out is, and this is more for like when you guys get to like an office, if you're using this in an office, they're very particular about the types of families that they want you to use. So if you're trying to find like an automatic infrared hair dryer or a hand dryer, sorry, like this one right here is just a hand dryer, like you put your hands underneath it. The manufacturers' websites nowadays are almost all giving you Revit models, and those Revit models are going to come in with parameters that obviously have like a lot of like promotional material and website links and stuff like that. But if you download this one, it's just going to come in a big group, so you could just check Revit, hit download, and then you do the same thing. Oh well, it's going to ask me for an account, but that would be the same thing. And then at the same time, some people like Schindler, for instance, they're an elevator company. They will actually build these like super elaborate, really awesome Revit models for you. You just need to configure it. So I'm going to say like 1, general purpose, 3,000 pounds, 125 feet per minute, side opening, do an 8-foot cab height, right-hand door. We'll do holeless. Rear openings, no. Rear door hand, doesn't matter. So, yeah, anyway. Anyway, it's not really important. I'll download this and I'll pull it in the model in a moment. But I just want to kind of put that out there that these manufacturers, like, they have these tools ready for you to use to get the proper product that you want. So let me go through this real quick. I'm going to pause the video and I'll be back in a sec when I've actually got one and you can see how elaborate this family really is. All right, so I just dropped the family in here. You can see that in plan at least, you can see that it has like a lot of the components, but it has like a full, let me look at it in 3D. I mean, it's the full elevator. So, and these red lines are like the minimum clear openings, so you literally can just build your shaft up to that point, and you know, it gets really smart. And this thing obviously can be changed. There are a lot of parameters with it. So all these values can be changed in order to make it, you know, a little bit taller. I don't know how tall this thing actually goes, but you can make it go 100 feet tall if you want. Probably doesn't go that high in reality. Holeless hydraulic, I think, can only go up to 3 stories max. So anyway, yeah, I just wanted to point that out as a set of resources that I think are really interesting and useful. So if you need any other resources, let me know. We can dig them up. Any questions? All right.